Okay, Madman here. I want to show everyone this new tech that I've come up here with. I call it sauna tech. But anyway, I've got a sauna here that we don't use, so I decided to find another use for it. Now I don't plug it in for those, because it has its own heating elements, of course. I do not use those. Haven't tried it really, but I do use this Vicks vaporizer, plain water, and it really raises the humidity. Now, of course, you see the milk jugs. Those of you that do not already know about milk jug tech, well, let me tell you about it. It's the only way I grow mushrooms anymore. The only way. I don't do the tubs. Sorry, I love the milk jugs. Very, very successful. The design has evolved to what you see here. Just a simple 1 gallon milk jug. Like we all have some good colonization starting right there on some black caps. And those were only started on the 26th, and today is what, the 2nd? And so those are going to be some bad boys there. And so, I mean, simply, it's evolved to what you see with just a one simple window, viewing window, work window, whatever you want to call it, just enough to get your hand in, enough size to get your hand in, and then so you don't lose any of the integrity of the handle. If you live in an ostrich state like I do, you might want to have to grab that thing and run. You hear me? But no, just kidding. But originally I had cut a huge slit around it and folded it over, but it was just really, it wasn't sturdy and strong. The tape would break loose and things like that. But I love this design, very strong. You do use a considerable amount of micropore tape, but I mean, that stuff is cheap. So, and you can or may not want to put a little air hole on top. To me, it works either way because you're getting enough gas exchange around the window there, and of course for that, use a whatever kind of a sterile piece of clear plastic, whether it's from a bag or whatever. So it's really cool. Mix your sub the same way you do the tubs. If you like a 2-to-1 ratio, let's say quart to spawn, we'll use that same thing here. Field capacity, none of that changes, but you're just doing it in a milk jug, and it just, and people ask, well, why? What's the big deal about the milk jug? Well, one thing, which is one of the good things, is the dairy companies on milk jugs, they use the HDPE type plastic, which is, of course, as you all know, is semi-transparent, if you will, plastic. And the reason they do that is because it protects the vitamins and the much needed nutrients and things in the milk. So I've sort of moved that theory in. There's an Ecuador pop in the ground there. I've sort of just kind of transposed that thing into this field, and it seems to be working really good. So now the sauna, again, I mean, there's some non-milk, there's some juice things I'm trying out. But here's the cool thing about the juice jugs. Okay, you got some half-gallon, let's say, juice jugs like this, well, that you usually throw away. Well, this is a half-gallon. Okay, so for a half-gallon, you would get a half a pint of grain spawn. So let's just say you have a quart. You do your grain spawn in quart size jars. Then you would get 4 of these. Okay, you just divide it 4 ways, and you would get 2 milk jugs. Okay, if you do pints like I do, I just like the pint jars. I really do, and I get 1 pint per milk jug. Okay. And it's real simple. And everything else is the same. Your sub is the same. If you like a 2-to-1, to grain spawn to to sub, mix it that way. Fill capacity, same thing. I like about a 2.5 to 1 ratio on mine. There's some good colonization there. So, but this right here has got me very curious on these albino Jedis. I got really excited. So I hope you will too. And of course, this, it's nothing beautiful, y'all. I even used some electric tape because this other stuff was, I think it was just a bad roll of a micropore that just didn't hold very well. But I'm going to open this thing up and let y'all take a look. And I love these things, and they're, from what I've found, they albinos, you have to be careful with them. They're not, to me, not as resilient as some of the other strains. And to see a real successful, hold on one second, a real successful yield and a successful canopy like this, and snow white and beautiful. Oh gosh, let's get a closer look here. That, y'all, is insane. I mean, we're talking about a milk jug, y'all. Look at this. I'm going to put I almost want to cut the top off of this thing and really let y'all look at it. But this jug is doing so well, I'm going to reuse it one day. But that's it, y'all. I mean, this was about, I think this was 2.5 parts quar and a pint of albino Jedi grain spawn. And that's the first flush. Look at that. That is insane. So anyway, I hope y'all like the sauna tech. And again, this is the second or third day I've used the sauna. So I'll definitely keep y'all posted on that. I know everybody doesn't have a sauna. I wish we didn't. Okay, but there's other ways. To 1,000 ways to skin a cat. You might have a garage, little building somewhere, and then you put your Vicks vaporizer there and bump up the hydration and stuff for these guys. But anyway, look at that, huh? Is that insane? Wow. All right, y'all. Madman signing out. Any questions? I don't know. Just hit me up. I'm always trying to come up with some crazy stuff for you. Oh, here's the thing. What I was talking about a while ago. The HDPE plastic. Protects the valued nutrients in milk. That's why they use that. I think I mentioned that. So that's the reason for the non-transparent HDPE plastic. And so certainly it would have to be good for these guys if it's good for the milk, right? And so that's probably the reason I'm having some real successful grows like this in gallon milk jugs. But now, I do not count out any clear jugs either, because HDPE plastic is put on many things, such as cereal bags, definitely the bags that you get in the produce department at the grocery store is semi-transparent HDPE. So what I do, go get some bananas, grab 3 or 4 extra bags, then come home and use the clear jugs. That's I want to say that's a cleaning jug of some kind that I washed out real good, and then put one of those produce bags over it, and it has the same effect as the milk jugs, y'all. Okay, so that's cool. That's real cool. Albino Jedi mind fuzziers. Okay, that's what's up, y'all. Wow, and I hit my head on the sauna. The madman is signing out. Later.